What's up everybody, my name is Steve Fast. Welcome to Featured, where you get to have your vehicle featured right here on the channel. Today we have Corey with his 2007 Toyota Tacoma. Tell us a little bit about it.
I've had it for about 7 or 8 years. I did a lot of work to it. I bought it bone stock, did a 4.5-inch RCD lift kit on it, did a set of Hellwig helper springs. I tow a lot with this truck. It is little, but it's had well over its towing capability pulled behind. Did 33s on it, Teflon coated wheels. It's got an intake on it. Nothing super special, but it's a truck that I use, and I use it when I need it.
Sounds pretty good. I'm not much of a Toyota guy. I'm more for the American stuff, so this is gonna be a new experience for me, and I'm excited to go for a ride. Try to give you guys an idea of how high this truck is. I'm about 6'1", and this is at my waist. So, no better way to get in when it's like this. Can I do it?
You're in.
There we go. So Corey, why a Toyota?
Why a Toyota? Honestly, I've kind of been a Toyota guy my entire life. I've always been into the imported cars and things like that. When I bought my house, I had to buy a truck. I love the Tacoma. It's done everything and anything that I've ever wanted it to do. It's never let me sit, and when I go off-road with it, which isn't very often, but it happens, it goes anywhere I want it to go.
Absolutely. So how long have you had this truck?
I've had this truck for a little over 7 years. Bought it with a little less than 60,000 miles on it. It's only got like 105 on it. Doesn't get driven very often. Luckily I've got a company vehicle and a couple other vehicles as well, but it is my daily driver.
So over 100,000 miles, 7 years of service, not really much to talk about as far as problems or maintenance or any of that kind of stuff?
No, I haven't had any problems with it. They are notorious for the front timing cover oil chain leak. It's never happened on mine. Oil changes, tire rotates, and a little bit heavier of brake pads were put on.
Yeah.
So it's a little more rolling mass.
Yeah, you can hear the tires are kind of giving that little bit of a buzz. Obviously, these are not stock.
Yeah, there's some 33, 11, 50, 17 Dick CPEC Fun Country 2s.
Okay.
They are an all-terrain tire. This is more on the road than it's off the road, so that's the reason why I went with it.
Right.
The main thing, the tires themselves, they get great life out of them. They've got about 20,000 miles on them, and you can't even tell they're worn.
Wow, that's pretty good. I mean, it's nice that you have a light truck too, that you don't have, you know, that extra fuel being burnt and all that kind of stuff, and you can run a bigger tire.
Absolutely.
So why wouldn't you go with like a full size, like a Tundra?
Well, I did look at the Tundra. The Tundra just seemed a little too big for what I wanted. I knew when I bought my Tacoma that it was going to be lifted. It had to be a 4-door vehicle, and it had to be white.
Absolutely. I'm totally on board with you there.
If you clean the tires, the entire vehicle looks clean, and that's just my opinion, but it's what's been quite proven.
It's classy, clean, and it doesn't show scratches.
True. I forgot about the scratches.
That's my thing. I mean, I bought a black truck once, and I don't think I'll ever do it again. But no, I'm totally with you on the white. It absolutely looks totally clean, and when you put the black headlights and stuff like that, I mean, that really kind of makes the whole thing pop.
Yeah, just a little bit of a contrast to it, and that's what I like the best myself. I've got a boosted BRZ as well.
Okay.
And that's got gold wheels on it.
Nice.
So same thing, contrast on it, but that's what I like.
I mean, honestly, for me, every custom vehicle that I've done, I always wanted it to be white. So, and it's really worked out well.
It shows off the body lines the best, and that's what a lot of people don't really realize until they own a white vehicle. They see how sexy cars and trucks really truly are in a white vehicle.
You see the lines
accentuates the lines.
Yeah, you see the lines that you never ever would have thought of before. Like, I don't believe some of the black vehicles will hide them unless it's in a good sunlight. So how do you find with the big tires with the V6? Does that have a significant amount of power for what you need?
For a little V6, it's quite peppy. It's got some balls to it, and it'll go pretty good.
It's going. It actually sounds pretty good too.
It's an AEM intake. It's pretty nice.
It gets up and goes, I gotta say.
It definitely does. For a little V6, I'm okay with it.
And I know I said I'm a big American truck guy and whatever, but I have to admit, and I don't think anybody knows this, I did own a Toyota once. It was a 1974 Hilux. It was a little rusty, and it had a wooden box on it because the original one rusted off, but it was a very reliable truck, even for what it was. I bought it for like next to nothing and off-roaded it, but it did take a beating. So I can totally be on board with you with the reliability of this truck.
Yeah, and I don't plan on getting rid of it anytime soon. I've had the opportunity to trade it in on either a newer Tacoma or another Tundra, but it just got to a point, it's just like, why? I love this truck. It's got everything I need on it. It does everything that I need it to do.
For sure.
So I'll keep it.
Absolutely. If you're happy with it, I mean, that says a lot for Toyota. I mean, if a customer can have a vehicle for that many years and not want a new one, I mean, you can't go wrong with that.
Definitely a benefit.
So say you had a ton of money, like you won the lottery, what would you buy?
Truck-wise?
Yeah.
I was actually looking at GMC
Ooh.
Sierra Denali's.
There you go.
And
that's not a bad choice whatsoever.
It was a full-size crew cab, of course white, but it's all the price on it. And
well, I mean, hey, we're talking about no price here.
Have to work for that for a while, but it was definitely a very nice truck.
Was it just the white, or was it the frost tri-coat metallic?
Frost truck, yep. It was the pearl white.
The pearl, yeah.
Yep.
That's what my Denali is, and I absolutely love it. Like, I mean, as far as white showing off lines, you get that thing in the sun, and it's just brilliant. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I did like that. I mean, I'd love to get another type of truck, and honestly, I don't like Fords, but Ford Raptor, it's got some loving.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool truck. I mean, if I were to get a Ford, I would get the 6.2 Raptor for myself. I mean, I do like the body style of the new ones, but I'm not really a big fan of the 6. If they got rid of that 6-cylinder, they'd really have something.
Yeah.
I mean, I know there's a lot of EcoBoost guys out there who are going to eat me up for this, but for me, it's all about the sound. I mean, it's not about the power, it's not about anything else. It's got to sound like that V8, and that's just me, but I mean, I'm sure it's a lot of other people as well.
You can't duplicate displacement.
That's right. There's no replacement for displacement.
Exactly. They definitely still sound good being a V6 turbo.
Right.
It's one of those things. It's like you can't go away from try hard and true V8.
Yeah, it's just the association with the truck, and you want to hear that V8 rumble. It's not even just an American thing anymore. I mean, if you get some of these V8 Toyotas, they sound pretty amazing too.
The Tundra with a Banks exhaust system on it, that 5.7, just that was almost the main reason why I wanted to buy a Tundra, was because of the 5.7 with Banks exhaust. They sound amazing.
Oh, bad. Yeah, I've known guys that had Tundras and put exhaust on them. They do sound really nice. And you don't really expect it because you're like, I'm in a Toyota, and you already got kind of your opinion made up. And yeah, you get in the truck and it's like, wow, okay. Yeah, I'm starting to listen here.
Yeah, they sound great.
All right, Corey, thanks for bringing your truck out and joining us on Featured. It's an absolute pleasure to go for a ride in your Tacoma. It's a lot of fun actually seeing what a Tacoma does with 33-inch tires. The thing actually did fairly well as far as the V6 and everything, hauling it down the road. It's an awesome truck. So if you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, definitely hit that subscribe button. If you want to check me out, I'm over at Hammerdown Motorsports, and your Instagram is?
SGT Fluffy 16.
So definitely go check him out on Instagram and keep that hammer down.